Kindergarten 2 is a game.
Heartbound is a game. But
But
which
which
is
is
better?
better?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Do you know?
No.
Huh, I don't know either.
But we're going to let you decide.
Okay, so, just so that y'all guys know, each person is going to have 2 minutes to build up their game and show all its high points, all its goods. Yet after that, we'll have a solid 30 seconds to come up with counter arguments against said points, in which we will discuss these points openly with each other. When the person is defending their game, the timer will pause. Therefore, a person's 2 minutes to bash the game will not suffer because of the opponents and dragging out their points for too long. After this, there is going to be an icon in the center, and y'all can vote if you want. Timer set, and go.
Okay, so through my research through Heartbound, the game is literally based on improving every aspect of RPG, including consumable items alternative, and that's replaced by powers, and every decision matters and changes the arc of the story, even in battles. And the secrets and puzzles are scattered throughout the whole entire game at literally every single chance that they could. That's on the website. And the way they did the combat system is a lot like Undertale, because you literally have this little picture frame screen, and you just play around with that and do fun little WarioWare styled mini games that have an effect on your story as well. And then not only that, the game has actual real character development and actual fun characters, where Lore, the main protagonist of the game, has a problem with his socks, interestingly enough. And the gameplay and the graphics is incredibly well done. It's done by, I believe, a couple artists. And also the story, when I did my playthrough, I was literally hooked because I played the game for like 30 minutes instead of 15, what I was thinking. And the combat is a ton of fun. The overworld is it's really interactive. Like, it's really interactive based. You can like find a bunch of hidden stuff, and it's just cool. But just gonna say something. Everything I say will probably not do the game justice. You have to go see it yourself on the website, which I will put in the description down below, and I also recommend you seeing the stream. All right, your turn.
Or you could not see their website and see Kindergarten 2, the sequel to Kindergarten Original. In Kindergarten Original, it was like an RPG in a way. It was an untraditional RPG. So rather than going on fetch quests and side quests, each character had their own mission that inclined them to have character development and for each character, and it allowed you to better understand the characters that were in the world, which in the ending of Kindergarten 1, all the characters died, which makes the sequel, Kindergarten 2, a lot more interesting. I would also like to point out that Kindergarten 2 was mentioned in the original game, leaving several fans excited for more. And from the leaks that you can see on the Twitter that Kindergarten 2 has, you can tell that their game is going to improve much like old-fashioned games, where sure, it's the same gameplay, but they add new ideas, new characters, new gameplay elements, and better graphics altogether. They are also letting you customize your character, which seems like a lot of fun, and it allows you to be more involved in the game, something Heartbound hasn't allowed you to do. Cough, cough.
Darn.
So overall, even though Kindergarten 2 doesn't have a demo, it allows you to still see that it's going to be a good game regardless of the lack of a demo. From what you've seen from the franchise earlier and what little the developers have released yet. So it's unlikely for you to have to deal with any spoilers except for the ones you find on your gameplay, on your playthrough. I guess those aren't spoilers, but you get the idea. This will make Kindergarten 2 one of the best indie games of the year, calling it, because I really like the prequel.
Okay.
Okay? So in Heartbound, you said that you would see a lot of character development. Yet, in the trailer, I didn't see much of character development. Can you elaborate on that?
Yes, okay, so what I mean by that is lore, the main character of the game. You're basically going to be going through like, okay, I don't know much on character development. However, I do know that unlike other characters that I've seen and read about, he actually has fun and like fun characteristics about him. Like I said before, the socks and the way he generally reacts to things and his personality, and the way that like changes throughout the demo that I've already played. It seemed pretty darn good.
Hmm. Yeah, you bring this up. Yeah, it fails in comparison to Kindergarten 2, because I feel like Kindergarten 2, each character you get to see develop each and every character. Yeah, in Kindergarten 2, you only get to see one character develop, and I would probably argue that's the dog who died in the beginning. And then Lore,
But did he
I feel
really?
like I don't know. But Laura, I feel like, has too much of a flip-floppy personality, because in the intro it was from, oh, I'm an alright guy, to, oh, I'm a demon now, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You have anything to state about?
I'm catching your drift. So the reason I think why you're saying that his like he has like two different personalities, or what is that called? Like dual, like I don't know what that's called.
Mm-hmm.
But pretty much the reason for that is because he's normally a negative person. You know, he's not very optimistic, but his friend Baron the dog always like, you know, lifted him up, his best friend and such. So when he lost that, he was just negative. So he pretty much already had the demon inside him. He just it wasn't expressing as much as it could.
I would like to dig deeper in this rabbit hole. Yeah, I don't have time for that, so I'm gonna ask you about this. Uh, the mini games. I know in my fight against the purple demon creature thing,
Yeah.
I there was only 5 mini games, and I feel like that's not enough to be like, oh yeah, it's fun. There's a lot of mini games, but the boss fight only has 5 mini games, and after you learn the gimmick for each of them, it's kind of just like, okay, then I gotta wait it out now.
Okay, fair point. But the one thing that you are completely missing is that that's just a demo. So by the time the game releases, that could be changed. It could definitely have plenty more different attacks and mini games and different things that you can do. But
Hmm.
also, what I meant by the variety is that there's many different opportunities and different battles like throughout the whole entire game itself. So like you're not gonna have to
Hmm.
be doing the same thing to every single enemy in every single fight. And plus, you can acquire different items by, I assume, you can pick up the axe and also not pick it up. So, there.
Okay. Final thing, the creator said that the demo was actually just the intro to the actual game. So you actually played the intro to the game, meaning
Yes.
that they most likely finalized it. Also, I'm out of time.
So, in Kindergarten 2, the most amazing game ever, apparently.
He said it's most amazing. End of debate. I win.
Apparently, by this guy. But what amazing game has all the characters die off in the very first game? Tell me that. How is that good character
Hey,
development?
really quickly. So you know how everyone praises Marvel's Infinity War?
Yeah,
You know what happens at the
because
end of
it's
that movie?
yeah. Well, okay.
The Thanos snap and dab.
You see the series Kindergarten. The very first game just introduced these characters and they just died in the exact same story. Those other characters have been around.
Yeah, but that shows how much power the first game has, because it was able to develop these characters. It was able to create these characters that you liked and you bonded with. And then once they killed them off, even after like a few hours of playing, you knew each of these characters and you were like, now what? They're dead.
Is Kindergarten 2 actually a thing, okay? I've heard of Kindergarten 1 plenty of times, and I haven't even researched it myself, but in what other instances is this actually regarded as an actual idea and thing gonna be made? Like, it only mentions it in the game, you said. Elaborate.
Actually, no. Like I said, the developers made several posts, and if you look up Kindergarten 2 info, they tell you quite a bit about the game. And the same two people from the first game are making it, so you know that it's going to be at the same quality, if not better, than the original game.
Hmm. Okay. So you were saying in kindergarten 2 about the RPG, how it was. Did you say it was different? Uh,
It is different than most RPGs.
Elaborate on that
It's
because.
different than most RPGs because, unlike, you don't have to grind for enemies. You don't have to do all this. Sure, there's still side characters, but it's more so of a puzzle RPG, you know?
Hmm. Interesting.
It takes out the less fun parts of RPGs. That's what I'm saying.
Darn. These RPGs are pretty similar.
Oh, they
That's
are. Definitely.
that's all I remember from what you're saying. So I'm
You have
out.
30 seconds left if you want to just bash.
Uh, why are chicken nuggets the main focus of kindergarten
Because
2?
Nugget is the best girl.